Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shenanigans. How are you guys doing today?
All right.
Adequate.
Not on fire?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Not on fire is good. For those of you that don't live in California, California's on fire. My home is currently on fire, but so far the internet is working, so we're still going to play D&D. Yeah. What's up, guys?
Well, I'm fine. I've been playing some Divinity Original Sin 2 in the last few days. Finally came to play it for real. Funny thing is, my character, I've made my own one, but I should have taken one of the pre-created one. But Soldier Scholar, but is only moderately intelligent. And I have the Red Prince be my wizard with like 22 intelligence. And the Red Prince is my persuasion guy. So if I fail with my one persuasion, like with my strength, do what I say. Like, fine, Red Prince, do your thing. Impress them with your mind.
Are you doing a lone wolf playthrough?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that crazy.
No, I think the lone wolf playthrough is way easier. Your characters are so much stronger as lone wolf. You can really stack things out of control. I've got a 4-player game that I run on stream, and then a lone wolf game I do by myself. And my lone wolf characters are inconceivably brokenly strong. It's amazing.
I probably will for my second playthrough, but for now, my main character is kind of weird. Warfare and kind of do it all. Polymorph summoning, a little bit of pyromancy.
Oh, a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's kind of I have to upgrade my armor because she can't take much.
It'll be pretty meh if you're. I mean, you really have to like stick to one or two. Really, I think maybe.
My other guys are.
Yeah, but I mean, if you spread her out too thin, you're not gonna be super effective. At least what I've noticed in that game.
To be fair, my main problem is my main character is still running that one armor set that you can get in Act 1. Because if you remove one part of the armor, everything is fucked.
Oh, you're using
Rex,
the cursed armor?
Yes.
No?
If
you gotta ditch that shit, man. Like, like once you're 1 or 2 levels beyond the armor set, it's no longer worth it. You gotta move on.
Yes, I'm already trying to find a better set of pants. I have everything but better pants.
It's kind of like the one thing I really don't like is like when you level 1 or 2 over, like you get like better rewards from the merchants. Sometimes, like it's just whites, just like it was just white gear or gray gear or whatever.
One thing I'm still trying to find because Act 2. I'm like level 12 now, or level 11, and I can't find better normal spells that do not cost swords. The merchants still have the basic spells, and I need better spells for my pyromancer because the most powerful one he has is Supernova that sets him as a ranged guy on flame.
You'll notice that there actually is not a great depth of spells. Like at the point where you are, I think you have access to like all but 1 or 2 non-source spells for every class, for everything. Yeah, there's actually not a great depth of spells, but I think the way that I've been figuring it out is that you at a certain point you start branching out and getting more of a breadth, you know.
And the combinations.
Yeah. Or you just, fighters, all fighters, 2-handed spiders. The way to go.
Oil plus poison plus fire. That's the standard way to go.
Unless someone's, unless they have more than 100% resistance to poison or fire, and then you're just an infinite cycle of healing. It's the worst.
Then it's panic. Then it's panic time. Yeah.
30-mile-an-hour winds with gusts of 65 miles an hour, Rob.
Yeah. Yes, my student was talking to the firefighters, and they were calling it a perfect storm.
Yeah.
Everything bad.
It's not looking great. Well, let's play some D&D to keep our minds off of,
I cast Firestorm.
Lightning strikes you, you die. So let's start it off today. In Shenanigans. Everyone's...
First, I wanted to make sure that none of you are inspired by me. And if you are, I don't want to hear about it.
Okay, I wasn't inspired.
Nobody here is inspired by me, I'm hoping.
Can you elaborate? In which capacity do you want us to not be inspired by you?
Because I went to Starbucks, at one point when the power was out and I needed to get schoolwork done. And I was talking, just talking to the barista because, they're making the order, and I was asking about how late they were going or how late they were going to be open and everything, because I needed time to finish a paper and get it in. And so she started asking, why, what was I doing? And I told her, I was going back to school and doing this social work program. And she kept going on about how inspiring that was. And I was like, why would this, oh God, she thinks it's inspiring because she thinks I'm like some old person who's about to die. And it's really inspiring that I'm not just laying down in a coffin or something.
You think that's what she was trying to say?
It was if she was just talking to a student who was like, oh, I'm studying music at Santa Barbara City College, she would have been going, oh, that's so inspiring. But it was somehow really inspiring enough that she had to say it multiple times.
So you think it has to do with your age and not the field that you're working in?
That's more charitable. I thought it was age.
I thought when you were first telling me the story, I thought it was because that you were switching careers into a career that's public service focused.
I'm switching from teacher.
Did she know that?
I don't know. I can't remember if that came up or not. I don't know. I guess I took it as you wouldn't be that inspired unless it's oh, look at you, my grandpa is going back to college. That's so inspiring.
Oh, Grandpa Rob. Oh.
I don't have any grandkids yet.
I just wanted to was about to ask if you have grandkids.
Do you want grandkids?
I'm actually mentally I was no grandkids. I can't mentally think of myself as a grandpa, but I'm actually now at the point where I miss little babies, but I wouldn't want to have to take care of them full time.
Right.
And that would be
you just have to spoil them.
That I can give back when I'm done.
You know what?
Someone else doesn't get to sleep. I get to go home all I want.
That sounds pretty sweet. Is this an open policy? How do the rest of us get in on this? Is there a rent-a-baby store? You can just have it for an hour or two?
They should have that. Baby rentals.
I mean, sure. That's how demon babies are.
I don't think anything bad could happen with that business.
That's how demon babies come into existence, Rob.
Yeah.
Just given to strangers for an hour.
Yeah. Maybe let's not go down that route.
Is this what you were referring to, Rob? As you can give back some love.
Right.
Just linked it that in the Zoom chat.
Aww.
Sent the link. I'm looking to see.
Oh, links.
Very touching.
See you, Grandpa spreads love to babies and parents.
Yeah,
Rob's not in the ICU, and he's not a grandpa. Oh, God.
But he was talking about wanting to give back, and it's a very sweet story.
Okay. So how the rest of you guys going? Nick, Simon, how's life?
I'm doing all right. Just focused on playing a bunch of winter events on a bunch of different games.
Any particular games that you are doing winter events for?
Mostly just Dead by Daylight, a little bit of Rocket League, and then there's I can't believe it, but there's a stupid winter event on I Cannot Believe It's Not Gambling, or whatever it's called. It's literally a $1 flash game, pretty much, on Steam, where all you do is open loot boxes and try to collect everything.
I think I've seen something like that around.
Yeah, it's so stupid, and they have a winter event going on.
All right.
So So if I spend $1, I can open a loot box like this, right?
No, actually, the game itself. The game itself
I don't know what you're talking about, Nick. I just spent $1. Oh, it's opening up. Oh my god.
What is it?
It's chocolate.
Oh, dust it.
That's the best loot box possible.
But no, the game itself is normally 99 cents, but it's on a permanent, I'm pretty sure, 1% off sale to 98 cents.
Oh.
The game itself is just a giant freaking meme.
Yeah.
In this game, there are loot boxes that you must buy, yes? With like real currency?
No. It's all virtual. Oddly enough, this game has no microtransactions. So, hey. But no microtransactions. You're just trying to collect everything from each box tier.
Nice.
Like,
how do you get
the
more
first
boxes?
one is you sell the duplicates of items you get to get more money to buy more loot boxes in game.
So you just start with boxes and then you sell stuff to buy boxes to sell stuff to buy boxes. And there's no objective other than like sort of collecting things, and it's just an infinite cycle of opening boxes.
Yeah, that's the entire game, trying to collect everything. But the actual winter event that's going on, there's like this even higher tier rarity, and it's like super hard to find all of them for one tier. And there's achievements they added to the game specifically for this, and the loot is going away after this event. Although I want to point out, you have to hand click every single one of the 4 items you get from it, like actually click sell on each and every one of them. So at this point, there's an achievement to open 100,000 loot boxes.
My god.
That like 1% of the people who have played this game actually have.
Nick, does this game give you? Does it make you cry a lot? It has so many tears in it.
But no, there's also a mini snakes game inside of the game where if you like run out of money and you can't actually buy more loot boxes, you can make money that way, and it's like there are these random letters that pop up that wind up spelling like a sense of pride and accomplishment, just complete jabs at EA. It's great.
At one point, we noticed that it has gone too far with loot boxes if they create meme games about it.
Oh, yeah.
Rob, why did you send us pictures of cats in the snow?
No, I was just posting some links.
A really special person.
Okay.
Who's listening to what?
The links. It's the type of cat called a link. Got it.
No, don't do that. We feel inspired by you already.
All right, everybody. Let's come into game. The 4 of you are hanging out in Shenanigans. Someone's watching the news or something because I can hear it through the microphone.
I'm like looking to see if any of my tabs are doing that. I don't think any are.
Helps them to, I think, throw faster and.
You know what is that? Grandpa like refused to be minimized, and I guess it decided to talk.
Oh, okay.
Grandpa story. Okay.
Wonderful. So you're all hanging out here in Shenanigans. It is a Sunday afternoon. Where are you sitting?
Somewhere. Oh, I have to rejoin this player, of course.
Let's
kick
see.
you from GM.
Around with all these guys. So wait, I need to know a little bit more, and I guess maybe the audience does too, about who each person is playing.
Oh yeah, let's go around the table and talk about who we are.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Who are we? Nick, who are you?
Okay.
Alright.
I'm playing. I'm Nick. I do nothing of note. I play Howard. Well, I'm playing Howard today, the cleric of joy.
Nice.
That lost 2 con and is salty about it.
That's okay. You lost 2 cons so other people could get a lot more back. You brought joy to them through your own suffering. You've done well, Howard. Bastian. So.
Well, I'm playing Big Bad Kane, not weird Big Bad Kane, only Big Bad Kane, after last time, what happened to him. Well, he's just a mercenary who's just a creepy guy overall. Like, he just looks really creepy. And he's just extremely strong.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Simon?
I'm Simon. I occasionally write very smutty D&D stories. It was a while ago though. And I'm playing Victor von Schnaab. As you can see, he's very fancy gentleman. And yes, yeah, he likes to partake in his wine, sit and complain about what the commoners are up to.
Damn commoners.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And last but not least, Rob.
I'm playing the pseudo dragon named Mac, who's basically your typical Disney celebrity voice sidekick. And he's got to choose one of these useless lumps of flesh to like help him learn a lesson or something.
Well, at least it's not voiced by Gilbert Gottfried, at the least.
I can't do a voice.
No one can do that voice.
Oh, come on now! I know I can't get it.
No. Alrighty.
Let's sing a song. Na, na, na.
So you are all hanging out in Shenanigans. Where are you sitting?
Well, how about besides the stairs, our usual spot in the corner?
Tucked away in the darkest possible corner of the bar.
Yes.
Where all the quests will go to other people because no one can see when they walk in through the front door. This is why it's late afternoon and you guys are still in the bar.
Yes, and also the creepy guy looks even more creepy if he sits in the darkest corner, so that helps.
Yeah.
Drives the price up.
Over there. Sounds like he's over there stridering, which seems like, he might have even more quests.
Is the one giving out the quests.
If they're like, coming in to like, who am I going to give this quest to? Like, these people sitting, drinking, sticking forks up their noses at this table, or, ooh, that guy looks really mysterious back there. I bet he's like a secret badass, like maybe some long mysterious bloodline or something.
I seem to recall the exact opposite going down in Lord of the Rings, that they saw a Strider over there and everyone's like, whoa, that guy's fucking sketchy, let's leave him alone. And the only reason they got involved with him is because Frodo accidentally put the ring on and Strider came to save him.
Well, you see, it might drive some customers away looking sketchy and kind of creepy and intimidating, but it drives the prices up. I mean, if someone wants something real done, they are willing to pay for it big time. And being intimidating, sketchy, and kind of creepy, yeah.
Here you guys are, in your various places. Just kind of waiting.
So is everybody else sitting at the table where he's stridering?
Yes. Everyone is sitting together. Unless...
All right.
No, I take it back. I guess Victor's over here, away from everyone.
Yeah, I'm over here. Like.
Oh my god, they've already split the party. Time to get them all killed.
In the very room they are in.
And I guess I'm stridering Victor, keeping an eye on him, because that kid has to learn his stuff.
I don't put on any mysterious rings. Oh no!
I'm waiting for
I
that.
am gone.
Yeah.
I thought he just like kill his video feed all of a sudden.
Yeah. Anything in particular that you guys are interested in doing or talking to or about or whatever's?
I'm petting the cat.
Okay, well, while he's grabbing pussies, I'll be up here. I'll be up here on the top of the table, just kind of looking around and like, So, you think any of you like in imminent risk of learning a lesson or something? I think I've got to make someone learn something before I can level up.
Well, I have to
I'm not sticking around for some direct-to-DVD stuff here. Let's just get
as
this
I'm
done.
like drinking my wine and like eating like chocolates like from the box I got earlier from the Secret Admirer probably, and I just like eating like no, I don't have anything to learn.
Hey, little dragon, if you want someone that has to learn their stuff, just take the little meat bag shield over there, pointing at Victor. He has to learn a lot of stuff if he wants to continue in this business and continue living. So, I think he would be your best bet in this.
I just look at him.
I don't know if
you are way over there.
Not,
you can't
not to wear an ascot is like if that counts.
Counts as what?
If it counts as like he learned a lesson or something, I think he has to like learn that he was the hero he was looking for all along, or learn that he's carrying on his dead dad's story, or something.
I mean, look at him.
Maybe he has to save China. I don't know.
Hey, just look at him. He's wimpy. He's whiny. He's like all that arrogant, noble stuff. He definitely has some kind of character arc going on where he has to learn his stuff.
So you think he needs to he's really vain right now and focus on the wrong stuff, and he needs to learn about what's really important in life, and it's not money and fancy clothes or something?
I mean, it is kind of money, but yes.
Yep, definitely. Needs to learn he is more valuable to himself than just whether or not he becomes the lord of that town. He still means something, even if he doesn't wind up winning the seat of power.
I see. So what you're saying is I have to deprive him of all his good name and house and riches so he can learn that none of that really mattered and that's who he really is. I just have to destroy his life and he'll learn a lesson.
Not really the way I was going about it.
You know what? I love you guys. You guys know what you're doing. Go up and give him a big wet dragon kiss on each cheek.
Yeah.
I guess I just look over there they're just making out in the corner.
You kind of get that cold sense that something bad is going to happen to you.
Yeah, but as I'm looking over there, I just see them just tongue to tongue, no, just proprietor, another please. You're looking at Desmond.
Desmond comes on over, pours you a glass of whatever it is that you're drinking, gives you a smile. How's it going, fella?
That's going good. Life is, well, I would say life has taken some turns, but I am generally, I have a general positive outlook on things. I have some business with that woman, Cherry. She has an interesting,
Cherry
business idea. Yeah, this is one from last time.
Yeah.
That the wizard with the identification.
Totally,
DNA.
but Desmond is, scatterbrained fool. He has Cherry.
Of course. Yeah, I'm sure you have seen a lot of common folks coming in here adventuring. You couldn't possibly keep everyone in your head, of course.
Yeah. There's a lot of common folks that hang around in this bar.
Oh, totally.
In fact, I think if you look around, pretty much everyone is a common folk.
Well, I mean,
except the random dragon.
It's not their fault, really. I can't help being born that way.
No, I object. I'm officially categorized as very rare.
I lean over to the pseudo dragon. Look at that. If he goes on and whisper to him, if he goes on with Desmond like that, there's his first lesson coming right up. I can see it. Just keep going.
Which is his room upstairs?
I must say, Desmond, was it?
Yes, Desmond.
You don't happen to perhaps have a finer choice in your collection? Perhaps a private bottle you might uncork?
We do have some nicer beverages available for you, but I don't know if you can afford them.
Oh, well, do tell.
We have a nice bottle of 1492 sherry.
Ah, clever.
Yes. Would you like some? It's only 15 gold a glass.
I look at my character sheet. I pull out my wallet. I don't seem to be carrying that much at the moment, but...
Oh, how common of you.
Oh, wait, and I go over. Desmond, I got this covered. 1 glass of your finest sherry for the ladyship over here.
He looks around for the lady you're pointing at.
I point at him. At
Victor?
What was the name again? Victor.
Victor von Schnaub.
I am...
Desmond gives a bit of a smile and pours a glass of sherry and then holds out his hand for the 15 gold coins.
Yep, I give him 15 gold coins.
Excellent.
I'm even going to ignore the lady comment because I made him spend gold on me.
Ooh. Yeah. He takes the bottle back and heads back to the bar, where you can overhear him making crude remarks and general kind of pointing in your direction, Victor, and very like, stupid nobles going over my bar trying to I swear one of these days.
I mean, I have to say, a commoner having to pay for a noble. I mean, I have a very heavy pocket. Would that make me... In terms of status, I have more than you right now.
Oh, please do not delude yourself. Like I said, I chuckle. You might have more assets, gold assets to be in this moment, but I'm sure you do not know that I am the heir of the von Schnaub name.
Well, not with that face, you won't.
As I said, I have some business contacts that I'm sure will be able to rectify this plight. So do not worry.
He just goes back to his table.
You have, are you sick? You seem to be having a weird cough all of a sudden.
No, just finding it potentially funny that you think you can fix your face.
Oh, I have no doubts in my mind that I will be restored to my former glory. After all, it has been proven that I am still my father's and my mother's son. So I have no real doubt.
So really, how is it proven that you're still your father's son?
Oh,
like,
there was.
You have like a family tree that's signed or authorized or something that you keep up in your room. And if you lost that, then you wouldn't have any claim to your inheritance.
Tiny lizard. I don't know how many days there's been actually. Days, weeks.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to say.
Yeah, some days ago, we encountered a mage called Sherry who had a way of proving ancestral lines. I'm not gonna go into detail, but just be sure that when I have properly founded her, how to say, her research, then my face will be a small matter in the long run.
That's very nice.
Yes. Where is that Cherry, by the way? It's like,
You know, you look around and she's not here.
I meant the drink.
It's right in front of you.
Yeah. I take a sniff it. I don't know, swirl it. I don't know if you do that with Cherry. Like,
I don't know. I don't know.
Take a sip. Is it not?
No, it's all about swirling.
Is it grab skill check?
Oh, the drink.
Please do.
I don't think I have a grab skill.
Please roll a grub skill then.
I will roll a
3d6.
grab. Yeah. I should roll a grab skill.
Oh,
Ooh,
well done.
Now roll an natural one for your grab skill. Check.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
very nice.
It's very nice.
nice.
I was like, yes, this will do.
It's like wine testing. If you don't know anything about wine, it's total bullshit. Yes, that's it tastes nice.
Yeah. Well, this will do. Nice taste, nice fragrance. Alright.
So you guys just hanging out, doing your own things. No self-starting quests going on today, it seems. When the door to the bar opens, and in walks a woman. She's maybe like 5'8", 5'9", kind of tall, blonde hair. She's got a big overcoat on that's got like brass buttons that would button up. And she's looking around a little wild-eyed and bewildered.
Now, Neal, is this
Don't
woman...
let her kiss you guys. It sounds good, but it doesn't turn out well.
Okay, Neal, first, is she a wonderfully beautiful, B, see-through, C, floating in the air, indicating that she might not be a real person, but some projection of someone somewhere trapped in a dungeon? Because this has happened 2 times now.
She is not floating, and she is not see-through.
Is she extraordinarily beautiful?
I wouldn't say extraordinarily, no.
Wait, you said she's looking confused?
No, bewildered.
Bewildered. So like she doesn't know something, but she might learn something soon.
Like she is
That's
in
good
a
enough for me.
state of
Okay, I'll fly over.
desperation looking for help?
I bewildered is good enough that she might be learning something. Maybe she's gonna learn where some adventurers are. So I fly over to her.
Oh my! Look at you.
Hey, Buttons there. You you look confused. What do you need to know?
My daughter has been captured and is being forced to fight in the fighting pits of Outlast, and I need a group of heroes to go rescue her.
God damn it, not again!
You sure you don't need to accept your loss or learn that or something?
I mean, I would rather have my daughter be saved than discount her as dead.
Well,
Don't listen to that tiny.
well, what do you think you could learn in this situation? I guess that would involve getting your daughter back. Could there be something that you learned that would help you get back? Because I'm blaming you for this. we call it victim blaming. It's
Okay.
She joined up as a mercenary and got captured, and when soldiers get captured in war, they become slaves, and so now she's a slave in the fighting pits, and I wasn't involved, and I'm not the victim here. She is. This is like trans-dimensional victim blaming. It doesn't even make sense.
Okay, I go over, kind of try to snatch the dragon out of there. Okay, leave her alone, little buddy. Focus on the pig swim over there, Victor. Don't. I mean, So you have a job for us: rescue the girl, kill her captors, etc., etc.
I just want my daughter back. I don't care how it gets done.
Okay, what can you pay us? We have to live for.
What sort of payment are you looking for? Do you just want money, or
what can you
information, or power, or what is it that you want for payment?
Money.
Easy. Okay, done.
Items,
fine. I can give you money.
Items, magical items, anything in that sort.
My father left me a decent inheritance. I'd be happy to give you every last drop, so my daughter and I can live in poverty, rather than her being in the fighting pits.
We have rights, and no need for
the inheritance is liquid.
She looks like a noble.
No, not a noble. She doesn't sound like a noble. Most importantly,
Of course, it's very important to sound this part.
There's a vocabulary that comes with a highfalutin behavior.
So no, listen. No need to spend all your money you have. Let's say, what can you offer us so you can still live in a decent life with your daughter?
How does 50,000 copper sound?
Confusing.
Why?
Because it sounds like a lot, but it might not be.
Well, 500 gold is a lot.
50,000 copper. I mean, that's more than a year's wage for most people.
Yes, it is.
But see, that's a problem with the copper. Is there's so many zeros involved, and if you're off by even like 1 0, it could be a lot, or it could be.
Well, if you're off by 1 0 with anything, it could be a lot. That doesn't.
Yeah, but when
are you just too stupid to understand copper?
But when you get all those extra zeros floating around, it's really easy to be off by one.
I mean, 50,000 is a big number. It's a lot of money.
No,
the local sheriff only makes.
Look over here, this Stridery dude. Do you really? I mean, how many fingers does he have? He can count up to 21 on a good day, and then you're tossing around 50,000.
Let's not get hasty here. By the way, I can count perfectly fine, thank you.
Why would you have it in copper in the first place?
I want to point out.
Who would carry around 50,000 copper? That just seems unwieldy.
Well, I don't actually have it all in copper pieces. It's a measurement of value. It's in a combination of land and buildings and coinage and investments.
Hold up. I just gotta say, Howard with 6 intelligence is over there counting on his fingers. He runs out of fingers and then moves to the cat's toes.
I thought he was going to get up to 20 and then wonder how to get to 21.
Lady, ignore the kid over there. He's noble. He had only counting gold. 500 gold, Victor. Split through. The dragon doesn't need gold.
Must we really? It's such a paltry sum.
Howard hears 500, just starts counting again.
But
Howard.
We should definitely save a damsel in distress. That is certainly what we should do.
Yes.
It's not that hard, Howard. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. See? One hand.
Okay, how about this? Howard, it's 10 bags of money.
Okay.
We have 10 small bags of money.
Now, where is this Outlast you talked about?
It is to the northwest, she says. And you all seem to recall that there is a town just off the map up here called Outlast. It's on the seaside, and it's got a big Colosseum type looking thingy in it. It's a warrior section of culture. There's a deep and rich history about this place that we don't have time to get into, but they are the warrior subsection of this country, this kingdom.
It could be important for any capers. Be sure to go ahead and give us the deep and rich warrior history. I mean, that might become part of one of our plans.
Okay. Let me pull up the history of Outlast and the war between Drekis and Akuba and give you the details.
Well,
you already wrote this
a short summary, 1 or 2 sentences is probably enough.
Okay, currently it is the year 1509. Let's see. Akuba is the kingdom to the northwest. It's across a small sea. And they invaded Drekis. I don't think I have a year on this. Some long time ago. They conquered the town of Tulwick, which is now Outlast, in a single day, and used it as a staging area for the invasion of Kronwick, which is further to the west and southward. Maybe you can see it on this map. No, you can't see it on this map. You can sort of see the text of Kronwick, like right over here. Right over here. Yeah, Kronwick is just off to the side. Used it as a staging area for the invasion of Kronwick and the Iron Ridge, which is that peninsula to the left, and with the end goal of seizing the iron mines. The Tulwick family, after losing their capital, joined forces with the Akubans, providing intelligence and stability for the invading force. Meanwhile, they surprise attack on Coxport, which we can see to the north, right over here. Coxport. Sinks most of the Drekisian navy in the shallow sea. A few ships remain, but they're badly damaged, and the main force of the Akuban navy heads to the South Sea. Forces are landed at the southern region of Iron Ridge, splitting to attack Kronwick and Krob, but the hardened people of Ridge County hold off invading forces with the help of their dwarven allies. As the war moves on to the middle stages, Iron Ridge has stopped the invasion at Whalers Bay and holds the Akuban forces there. Supplies and reinforcements are attempted through the Southern Sea, but the Akuban navy wins a few key battles, preventing resupply and capturing Cape Town and Bundundasir. With the Drekisian fleets gone, Akuba is free to resupply their armies across their entire theater. While the main force sieges Kronwick and Whalers Bay, secondary forces push across the country, taking Rencourt and making for Berkshire. Drekisian forces are much more at home in their woods than their Akuban counterparts, and the eastern front grinds to a standstill. Akuba, which is mostly like an open, plainsy, desert, mountainy area, they're not very good in the woods. It's unusual territory for them. Akuba makes frequent attempts to capture Berkshire, but are rebuked each time. Drekis pushes them back to the plains each time, but does not move out beyond the tree cover. The siege of Coxport lasts an entire year until disease ravages the defenders and they lay down arms. Kershuk is attacked at the start of the Coxport siege and taken, but cannot be held. The Akuban forces retreat a few months later, burning the town as they leave. Wickthron Marenta decides to rebuild their fleet in secret just west of Fenden after Kershwick is burned. Construction of the storage fleet is done on land half-mile from the river to prevent detection from magic scrying. When construction's done, the ships are put on rollers and moved into the river. The river is deep and can accommodate large seaworthy vessels, but tough to navigate with such large ships. 20% of the fleet is badly damaged or sunk, there's a messed up sentence in here, as the fleet eventually moves into the shallow sea. The Drekisian fleet is launched and immediately resieges Coxport, cuts off supplies from Akuba. Drekisian forces move south first, retaking Aurum County, which you probably don't know where it is. I don't even remember where it is. Before moving west to Stoneport and then north to Rencourt. Troops landed near Tulwick and the city is sieged for the first time. Akuban fleets, Tulwick is Outlast. Akuban fleets make its way back and a nasty naval battle ensues. Both sides suffer terrible losses as magic and siegecraft rain fire across the mouth of the shallow sea. The Akuban fleet is destroyed and the Drekin fleet is crippled. The remainder of the war is a grind of Drekis slowly retaking land and Akuba slowly giving it up. When it becomes clear that the resupply of Akuban forces will not be re-established in time, the remaining army surrenders and is sold into slavery. Aftermath. In Carnum, the county in the northwest, suffered very lightly in the war, but quite heavily in the end. Their capital was changed to Outlast. The city of Darcis was given over to Ridge County as a reward for their heroic standing against the invading armies, and the Spice Islands were given over to Volden. Centuries later, the effects of the war are still felt. Incarnum has become an extraordinarily violent region. Thieves have their hands chopped off, and the great fighting pits of Outlast draws thousands of spectators on a daily basis. Mercenary armies all but grow on trees. They have taken for their motto, outlast any storm. The rest of the country eyes them with great suspicion, but relations continue. So, you know, think of Outlast as southern France during the war. That helps? There's
what
the hitch.
war?
I would like to imagine that the woman was the one giving us the history lesson.
Well, I am a grade school teacher. Yes.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the information. So this looks like a long trip anyway.
I've heard that whole thing is like just really revisionist, and that actually it was Drekis that started the war.
Let's not get into politics and history, please.
Clearly, you've grown up in another part of the world, or you don't know what you're talking about, because this is actually called the Sudden War, or the Unexpected War, because it was a surprise attack.
I want to point out, Drekis would be pretty shit if they started the war and immediately had a town taken.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or I doubt Drakus would attack a Kuba. I mean, they are known for being a warrior land. I mean, they have blind swordsmen running through the desert. Not
Wait,
very effectively, but they have.
Blind swordsmen running through the desert?
Wait, wasn't that like a Dicing with Death character?
Wasn't a Kuban, was he?
Yes, he was.
I don't remember.
I think he was. I think it was even in Akuba.
Oh, that's good.
Right.
Well, anyway, sure we do it. 50,000 copper is a good price for that, I suppose. Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So I would say, people, gear up. We have a long journey ahead. I think this will take about.
Yeah, we should get going before she starts giving us more history.
This is how many miles is this?
Careful, guys. She could start
About
at any
100
time.
miles. About 100 miles.
Yeah, it's going to be
What's
about a
that?
day to walk here, and then it's going to be a long time there. But we're getting... Took like an hour to get the quest started, so I don't know how well this is going to work. But we're going to do something a little bit different with Shenanigans today. This is, in many ways, a fairly straightforward quest here. And I am going to rely upon the four of you to Shenanigansify it. So that means one of you should decide how you're going to get there in the most interesting and shenanigans-filled way. I mean, you could just walk across the land, or you could do, I don't know. But we're going to go to break, and when we come back, you guys are going to try and rescue this woman's daughter, whose name is Colleen. And we'll find out how you figure out how to do it on the other side of our break.
Okay.
See you guys soon.
All right.